Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, let's do a random ranking. Let's go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking those movies. Maybe we'll do something over here. Ooh, oh, I feel a snapper. What's it gonna be? Maybe something in this area, and then something. Should we try this? Nope, my back. Oh, actually, my neck won't let me. All right, then we'll do something down here. If I could just get it. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, okay. Oh, ooh, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I think I know. So anyway, first, I've probably had this one in a random ranking, but I feel like it's been a while. The Sitter. You ever seen The Adventures of Babysitting? This is basically like a remake, like a redo sort of thing, not like a shot-for-shot remake like Gus Van Sant's Psycho or anything like that, but it's just like taking the concept and then redoing it. It's just, we have Jonah Hill here stepping in for Elizabeth Shue. I found this actually really funny. I think I assumed I wouldn't care about it, and then I think I bought this on Black Friday for like super cheap. He's in Superbad. I think I bought it for super cheap, and then I watched it and I was like, hey, that was pretty funny. And it was very much like The Adventures in Babysitting. I don't think Thor makes an appearance though. Is Chris Hemsworth in this movie? I don't think so. So we don't get like a modern day Thor or anything, but it's just like, you know, a raunchier version of Adventures in Babysitting, but very fun. I ended up liking it quite a bit. I was kind of surprised. I mean, it's not. I don't think I've watched it since. It's just kind of like a once. You know, I don't know. It's like these types of movies don't get made anymore, but it's kind of like a one and done ish. When did this come out? 2011-ish? 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. Okay, next we have The Snapper, and that is whoosh, Feeling Minnesota. This is Cameron Diaz and Keanu Reeves. This was a movie that I didn't know about until my wife and I were doing our Keanu Reeves marathon, where we watch every single movie in his filmography, which we did, except one movie, because there is one film that is not available to the public. It just played at a festival. It was purchased like privately, and then never distributed. So anyway, that's where I heard of this movie. I don't remember this movie being advertised or anything. When did it come out? Because like when looking at his filmography, that is when I discovered it existed. It looks like 96. I'm seeing like 2 years on here. It was either 96 or 99. So who knows? But I remember liking this one. Yeah, okay. So she's like a runaway bride. I think she's marrying his brother, and then she runs away and takes him along with, and I think he's kind of like the screw up of the family or something like that. It's been a while. I've only watched it the one time, but I think I remember enjoying it. I probably did a review for it. I probably have a video somewhere on YouTube where I did a full review. But all I remember, oh, Vincent D'Onofrio's in it. Can I say that? I can't if I read it. Wow, D'Onofrio. Why can't I say it? Meat drapes. That was my Michael Clark Duncan impression from Slam and Salmon. Why doesn't it sound like that when I say it? If you've seen Slam and Salmon, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I feel like I remember liking this, but I don't have a lot of memory about it. It's very like small, lower budget indie style film. The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup. Rupert Everett is singing that. And then, you know, sort of everybody else joins in. But this movie is delightful. I actually love this movie a lot. I loved it so much that I bought the soundtrack. I had this on CD. Do you remember there was like, I can't even remember what it's called now, but you could like mail in something and then just get like 30 or 15 or 20 CDs for like a penny or something like that, and then you'd quit, and then they'd send you stuff again in the mail, and then it'd be like, join up again, and you can get 10 free CDs for, and 5 more for a penny or something. Then you join again. That's how I obtained most of my CD collection, was through that when I was a kid. But anyway, that's how I got the soundtrack to this, and I love the soundtrack to this. I just love this movie. I think it's very delightful. It's an easy watch. It has that great musical number in it. Cameron Diaz is over the top. Oh my goodness, look at that! Cameron Diaz movies. So you may not be able to see it, but Cameron Diaz is right there. And there she is right there. Oh yeah, we also have Dermot Mulroney right there. But yeah, Cameron Diaz is sort of like over the top here. But I think she's perfectly good. She's perfectly fine. She's a good person. She gets screwed over in it. She's like, you can sort of think of her as the villain, but she's not really the villain. Kind of like how in Twister, Bill Paxton's fiance, we just sort of, as a kid, you just think, oh, she's the villain. But she's not. She does nothing wrong. In fact, she's game for a lot of the stuff that's going on in that movie, right? And that's sort of, if I remember correctly, how Cameron Diaz is. You just, first time you're watching it, you're like, I don't like her, but she's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Anyway, how are we going to rank them? So I know for sure this one is number 1, but then where do we go with number 2? Here it says smart and funny for the sitter. Here we have nothing at all written about feeling Minnesota. She met the man of her dreams, then her husband showed up and ruined everything. Okay. I think I'm just going to put Feeling Minnesota up front above The Sitter. I had so much fun with The Sitter. It surprised me. But even though I can't remember a lot about Feeling Minnesota, I think I found it to be pretty interesting and went to some places I wasn't expecting, because I think there's a muck duck in it. That's an Office reference. I think there was one of those in the movie. Is that right? That's feeling correct, or something similar to that. Anyway, I think it just was not as, it's predictable, but it does other things that you aren't expecting for this type of movie. So I think I'm going to put that at number 2. So My Best Friend's Wedding, followed by Feeling Minnesota, and then The Sitter, which is also very good. I had a lot of fun with it anyway when I saw it. It's very basic, but it's fun. And it's surprising, I feel like, that Jonah Hill was in it, because I feel like it would be a project he wouldn't want to do, but it ended up being very good. And I think he sort of made it fun. Like he elevated that material. Okay, there we go. One more time, My Best Friend's Wedding, Feeling Minnesota, then The Sitter. So my question to you is, have you seen these 3 films? These right here? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.